Hi, I'm Broxy, and today we have the new Honda CRF450X. The 450X is a real favourite for Kiwis, and those of you that have been waiting to see what the difference is with the new X, well, the headliner has to be that 6-speed gearbox. That's a 6-speed gearbox with the range to get you trailing around in first gear in the trees, or as fast as you want to go in the open stuff. I think the biggest draw card with the X is the more mellow suspension, the more mellow power, the way that you've got the racing kind of CRF450 and yet it's easier to ride. At its core, you've still got that awesome CRF450 power plant. They've just down-tuned the compression, got a heavier flywheel, and new ECU settings to just make it more rider-friendly. And connecting it all to the ground is that crucial component of suspension. And you've got the same quality shower components that you find on the motocross versions. Some of the things that really impressed me as I first looked over the bike is the build quality. You've got the titanium fuel tank, which is actually slightly bigger than the old X, and you've got a new speedo, which even has a fuel gauge on it. A whole bunch of features are unique to the X. You've got a different subframe and engine hangers, upper triple clamp, new master cylinder and brake hose. You've got all the plastics and graphics of the R range, which are just looking so good. You've also got a few stealth components like the case covers that just help keep that noise down and comfort levels up. Another new thing about this model is the fuel injection, along with the electric start and a lithium battery that's going to fire up for you every time. And while we're looking at those finer features, you've got those wide aggressive foot pegs, black rims, an 18-inch rear and rental handlebars. A big part of the appeal of the X has always been the durability of the bike. Everything from the big radiators to a third ring on the piston, all of it adds up to the kind of bike that will keep you going for years to come. So, head down to your local Honda dealer to check it out. I'm going for a ride.
My first impression of the X was it climbed hills really well. With the 6-speed gearbox, it was always in the right power, so it was a lot easier climbing the hill without stalling.
450X fans are going to be really excited about the fuel injection, and so they should be. It's just problem-free, and it will start anytime you want. You can tip it upside down, and it's going to get going again straight away.
It's an awesome bike for having that torque if you want it, but still not ripping your arms off.
I think a big part of why the power is so friendly on this bike is having the heavier crank. Just having a little bit more torque, a little bit more inertia just helps you to tractor through those tree roots and rocks.
The suspension I found was awesome.
Yes, it is plush. It can handle those tree roots and rocks, but then it's progressive enough that it doesn't bottom out.
I found the electric start seems to be better. I can leave it in gear and start it easy. And with riding all day and having a lot of breaks in between, I found the stand was awesome.
The speedo is great, easy to read, and with the fuel light indicator, you know you're not going to get into trouble.
Yeah, we've been riding most of the day and haven't had to fill up, so the tank's definitely big enough.
This is a bike that'll take you anywhere you want to go and last a long time.
With winning the Honda Towera 100 on the RX, I reckon this is pretty capable of doing it too.
If you think that a 250 is too small for you, but a 450 racing machine is too much, then I think that this is the perfect bike for you. This 450 has the torque to get you up those hills and yet the handling to get you back down again.